big day for the end game free-to-play player. But the first quick update, we're now 281 wins and 64 losses in live arena. A lot has happened, right? Let's just run through it. First off, we just passed 1,000 subscribers. Yay! So seriously, thank you all so much for the support. I don't fully understand how YouTube works, but apparently when you watch, comment, like, share, and sub, the algorithm likes that, and more people are finding the channel. So thank you. What I really appreciate is that I don't even have to say it anymore because you know you're already doing it. So keep doing exactly what you're doing. It means a lot. So the second big thing that's happened, and you already saw, who finally showed up in the Soul Merchant on the main account. Yep, it's the 6-star Maria. I've been waiting forever for this. Funny enough, there was this one time a 6-star Fabian showed up, and I was about to buy it. Got distracted. The market refreshed, and it was gone. Right? I guess it just wasn't meant to be. There's Maria, like Shadow Maria, right? Yeah. So I guess now I got Maria 6-star, and with both Marius and Maria on my site, I'm officially no longer scared of Nice, right? And that's huge for Live Arena, because Nice is everywhere. Um, Next up, there is 2x everything on the Primals. So I told myself I wasn't gonna like pull shards for the 2x Primals, but like let's be honest here, right? Um, yeah, like I was trying to reason with myself. I don't really care about the Cassandra soul. But like, who am I kidding? Like, these events don't come around very often, and it's been like 170 plus primals since my last mythical. I've been counting, so yeah, I caved, right? Um, and that's that. So really, what I was doing is I pulled just enough shards for the Odyssey Titan event, and I even threw together like a quick Excel that you saw there, just to calculate what it is the expected value, and just for comparison, right? According to math. So that's that, and we get into the shard pulls here. I'm checking the race and make sure it's on. I know it's on because a lot of my clanmates has been posting them getting mythicals. Like, I mean, there's one guy getting like 6 mythicals off of 80 shards. What? Like another guy getting like 7 mythicals off of like 360. Like that's still really good rates, right? So people are just spamming the chat with all these cool mythicals they're getting, and I mean we're due for one, so I'm just hoping it is above average. So over here, it's just a bunch of rares, right? Keep going, and red. Alas the Sun Bearer. I have to be honest, I'm not super stoked about Alas. From what I've known about this champion, really good for Chimera, Chimera Trials specifically, which I don't do a lot. I'm checking here, I just have the 1-star soul, right? So a little bit unfortunate. I don't have any good souls waiting for this champion. So yeah, I will for sure be testing Alas out in various different areas of the game. But from my understanding, his second form kind of sucks. And as a mythical, like you want the first form to be really, really good, right? Um, I guess the order of the video is a little mixed, but you know, it is what it is. Before we jump into the live arena battles, just one last big announcement. So I've got a collab coming up with one of the biggest Raid Shadow Legend creators. Be posting about it on Sunday when it drops. So definitely keep an eye out for that. All right, enough yapping. Let's jump into today's live arena battles. Yes, the first one against Nice, right? And On the alta count, we do have the Maria, so we're not super scared of Nice, and Marius for that matter. The Karnage could be an issue if he does strip our Stone Skin or gets rid of our Feral. He can start to put the block active, block passive. That's gonna really mess us up. So that could be an issue. But we've got the Supersonic Fabian here, so we cut in, right? And I sheep the biggest threat here, which is the Marius. Marius could remove our Feral, remove our Stone Skin, right? Right there, like the Armans has done his job. He's done the sheep. He's cut in. He can go, right? Block revive doesn't matter. So he's already done his job. Here I already have 3 buffs on my Maria, so I'm not gonna buff up anymore. Just gonna boost her meter. I get an extra turn. This is really bad. Normally you want an extra turn on your Mariska, but here because I have Feral on Mariska, it's 2 turns. And if she takes the extra turn here, the Feral runs out. And now the Karnage can do block active, block passive. So this is really bad for me. Yeah, see, the Mariska doesn't have any buffs anymore because she took an extra turn. Now the Karnage can block active, block passive, right? And the Mariska is no longer effective. So a little bit unlucky there for us hitting the 18% extra turn. Here we do have 3 buffs, so we do that and get an extra turn, A3. And then we fish for another one, right? I'm looking at the targets. I go for Seify. We do get extra turn. The little Word of the Fallen like skeleton actually does some nice damage, like 3.5k. It did enough to kill the Seify, so pretty good. And then we do the A3. We don't want to use that skill on the Nice because the Nice can still transform, right? So you definitely don't want to do that yet. Here, we transform. And as the Embrys player, you have to recognize the one thing, right? For the Nice, the first hit is probably going to bring him low. The second hit is not going to be enough to kill him. He's still got passive, and when he transforms, he's going to gain a lot of HP. The correct move here is to target the sheep. Why? Because the sheep has necrosis stack on it. Your A1 is going to be a double hit. They fixed that bug already, right? On Embrys. So it will kill the sheep, and then the second hit will actually hit the target, which is the Marius, I believe, that we sheeped. And we can block revive the Marius. So you have to recognize here, don't hit the Nice, hit the sheep. I check here, it is the Marius. So first hit should kill the sheep, second hit block revives the Marius. That's very, very important. Here we get ally attack. See, this is the double hit, right? If we did this to the Nice transform, look at how much HP he has. Oh, I guess the necrosis does so much damage to him. 28k from necrosis alone, like because he has so much HP on the second form that the percentage HP ticks are doing so much. So almost died to it, but he doesn't. And Nice is gonna do nice things, right? So block, protected block damage. Our Maria is on first turn, so we had to count. This is number 1, get an extra turn. This is number 2, get an extra turn. At this point, the Nice is dead, right? Third hit, 300k. Yeah, so we kill the Nice, and we get that match. Over here, speed team, Armans and Fabian. So I picked Calvalax last, and I banned the Commodus, expecting him to ban the Marichka, right? I guess this player really can't handle the Calvalax because I think, yeah, he banned the Calvalax. I guess none of his champions are in Stone Skin or Feral. So, yeah, he has to ban the Calvalax. So the Marichka gets through, which is nice. Here he boosts the Armans. I was wondering why, and then he showed me why, right? He does the sheep on Embrys, very risky move because, you know, Wand of Submission. Actually, Wand Did wand trigger? I think one of the wand triggered, or one of the I think polymorph triggered on Crexia because his pinpoint went down a stack, but wand didn't trigger. I don't think. So I turn into a sheep. Oh no, polymorph on Marishka triggered. So his pinpoint went down a stack, protected him from turning into a sheep, right? And you see this extra turn. This is a Chrono Cube relic Armans. And this is why he's boosting the Armans, because he wants to strip everybody. He only stripped Marichka. So this one is the resistance Grexia, so probably wouldn't have, but he was really trying to strip the Marius, because if you do the sheep and then strip the stone skin, then the next turn you can do the turn meter steal. I mean, you can't steal turn meter from Marius, but you would stun him and stole turn meter from Marichka, right? So he was banking on that combo sheep first, which does the strip, and then the steal turn meter. But like Marius generally have less one submission. The optimal move would have been to sheep the Marius and then steal turn meter that way, right? Like this one, you can still weak hit against Embrys, but it's just better move than doing this and hoping for no wand and then steal turn meter, which you're not gonna steal from here. This one might be high resistance, might not be, and you can't steal from turn meter from Marius. So, yeah, some moves could have gone better, but lockout, right? I go for the A1, bring in a sheep, get my Embrys back. Okay, here I do the lockout, and crucially, the Seigfrund is block increased cooldown, right? So he has no skills. Here, my Marius is actually faster than his Seigfrund, and this is why, guys, you do Soul Reap on your Marius. If you're, you want to progress in live arena, if you care about that, Soul Reap, I think, is the best skill, blessing on Marius right now, just because of these silly mythicals that cheat death, right? Like look at here, our A1 almost killed the Seigfrund, and then the Reaper kills him. His passive does nothing. He doesn't put block damage. It's a one shot, right? Normally Seigfrund very hard to kill. He'll like heal back to full. He'll put like a block damage on himself. Soul Reap. Soul Reap goes through that. And this is why you do Soul Reap on Marius. And they're everywhere, right? Seigfrund, nice. Galathier, like Soul Reap is excellent into all of those. Excellent. Okay. Over here, we are against just, really annoying champions. We banned the Fabian. He bans the Crexia, so we both ban the lockout, right? And we get into this match. Yes. Okay. So the Lazarius is a speed Lazarius. He boosts, which puts up a lot of buffs, gives us supersonic, and triggers counterattack from Marius, right? Because it also tries to decrease turn meter. The Galathier also boosts and puts a lot of buffs, which gives us more supersonic turn meter, and we are able to cut in, right? Right here, the only target is the Karnage, because, Galathier probably high resistance, and the other two are veiled, right? So we sheep that. It's very important if you can get a strip on the Predator. If he's not veiled anymore, he's crippled. So here, because he's not under veil anymore, this skill, everybody else is under stone skin. He's probably not gonna want to target the Marichka, so he decides to go for the block revive on the Armans, right? But because he's not veiled, that skill is no longer like irresistible, and my Armans actually resisted it. He probably didn't build a lot of accuracy on a Predator. I mean, who would, right? Build a lot of accuracy. So that one is not irresistible and actually doesn't kill the Armans. I heal back to full. And at this point, it's bad for, yeah, leaves the bad match, right? Um, okay, this team, just really speed, right? Everything is telling me speed, 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 and they are like, I can also go through Stone Skin, so very, very scary. I ban the Shujin because if they do like a Shujin instant turn into like Georgia, and then Georgia one shots my Embrys, it's game over, right? So I can't have that. I have to stop the Georgia before he does that. Here, the player is, I think he noticed that I have a supersonic, and he's trying to be cute, right? He's thinking like maybe if I don't use the uh, like the increased attack move on Arbiter, and I'm not putting buffs on my team, I'll use the revive skill, which does a little bit less turn meter boost, but no like buffs is going on my champions, right? Um, that way, it's not gonna trigger my supersonic. You're thinking too much. I think at that point you're better off with the A2 there instead. No, A3 there on the Arbiter instead of the A4, which is the Destiny's Call. This is the revive skill. It does like a little bit of turn meter boost, not enough, right? It's not enough. And here the Freya does the boost again and puts the buff on. Like it triggers my supersonic anyways, right? His other champions are not tuned. They're like not fast enough to be able to not get cut. So here I locked him out. Is pretty much game over, right? Um, here I just sheep, right? Okay, they're all locked out, so there's like nothing I need to fear. I ally attack, block revive that one. I do this first. I transform. He does A1, I A1, block revive, right? Yeah, trying to be thinking too much there. I think just use the A3 on Arbiter may have worked. Um, this player, uh, let's remember this player's name, Little Tooth, and his points, 1097. Okay, is important. Okay, so we get the match, right? Um, and we got uh, yeah, we got our Armand's band, I think, but you know, he's running a lot of mythicals, so not. It looks like a damaged Lazarius. So these two champions are both not afraid of lockout. Makes sense, right? He bans the Armands and leaves in the Fabian. Here, I get the I get my little the relic on Fabian pops off, the fatigue buff goes on. So if the Embrys transforms to the second form, he's gonna get go to sleep, right? But I think his Duchess resisted. Um, if his Duchess is faster than his Embrys, which looks like it's not, if Duchess was faster, then Duchess can still put on the block debuffs on his champion, and then the Empress is free to transform and won't get slept, right? Even though he already has the fatigue buff. But it looks like his Duchess is slower than Empress and the Lazarus. So this Fabian build, which counters mythicals, is pretty good. It's pretty good. Here we go for extra turn, get another extra turn, and here I've never done this, like the correct move is just to kill the Embrys, right? Um, and then we'll lock everybody out. That's correct and safe. But I've never hit a protected, like necro protected target with the A2 before. And I know like the A2 ignores Stone Skin, but it doesn't ignore ally protect. It doesn't ignore strengthen. It doesn't ignore. I will just want to see, and also the bolster, right? I want to see how much damage they can do. So 85k times 2, right? You gotta multiply that by 2. So 160k. Not enough because Necrit takes half of the damage, and then 85k is not enough. Like you need a much bigger hit to be able to kill through the protection damage. So if your Maria is even better build than mine, like don't target the necrit protection target, right? Target someone else. That is a poor choice. I just tested it and didn't work out. Here I go for the triple hit. It's I know. Oh, I guess my Fabian does have enough accuracy. Um, maybe it was a lucky resist, or maybe I get lucky here with the petrification. I'm not sure. So damage Lazarius, right? Goes for the AoE, kills the target. Everybody is locked out, guaranteed. But Lazarus is very is a weak champion, right? He's very squishy, and like once the necrit is gone, he's just sitting duck. So we can just yeah, even A1 is enough. Um, and then we just take out the I get a weak hit, unlucky, but and then they all revive, right? It might think it looks bad, but you know this is Maria comfort zone here. It's very important that I do kill the Duchess there because everybody else is veiled. I can't choose a target, but because Duchess is dead to the little soldier, the skeleton of World of the Fallen, the 3.5k there, I'm able to pick a target. And right now the highest threat is Embrys, right? Embrys haven't even transformed yet. If he transforms, he can swap HP, he can block revive, very dangerous. Lazarus, not so much. So here I have to go for the Embrys. Yes. Okay. And I even get an extra turn because I had 3 buffs. So yeah, opponent leaves the match. And here we see the same player again. Okay, this is the second time we see this player. The points, maybe it did an update for this immediate rematch, but yeah, we will see. So this is the second time the player has drafted something slightly different, right? Rexia, Commodus. I'm expecting a Marichka ban because he drafted Commodus, but he was afraid of Maria from the last match. Rightfully so, right? Maria doesn't really care about lockout, gets a lot of extra turns. So he takes out the Maria. And because he's got Crexia this time, so not too concerned about my lockout, right? He can just transform right here and reset everybody's skills. But my Armans is faster than his champions. And of these, I'm more scared of the Lazarus, I think. Because Lazarus, like, yes, the Marius has all his skills and he can, like, do the strip, but he probably won't one-shot me through, like, Stone Skin and Cardiac Heart. The Lazarus definitely will be able to kill one target, either Armans or Fabi, and that will lock me out, right? So I get rid of the Lazarus. And I boost. I try to do the fear, didn't work. I get enfeebled, but this is why Embrys is great, right? I think it counters Marius. You can do a HP swap and self cleanse. And here you don't want to do the AoE. Because what's the point? Like Duchess haven't gone. Like Duchess could just revive, right? Because the Marius got low, Marius low HP pool, and he hit us pretty hard. That got reflected a lot of the damage back with the Volcardic Heart. It was low enough that we want to A1 and block revive the Marius. So right now, only one threat left, that is Lazarus, and we just need to control him. Now, it's important because our Armans got a 2-turn enfeeble. We can't, our A1 does nothing, our A2 does nothing. If you're enfeebled, your sheep skill still will go through on Armans, but A1 and A2 won't do anything. So we just have to wait, right? And I think we use our cleanse on Marichka already. We just have to wait it out. Yeah, no cleanse. But here I thought about A2, can't do it, right? I do the AoE, Duchess already revived. Yeah, leaves, right? This match. I'm really scared of these HP burn compositions. They're very scary, right? Now it does look like I'm missing some damage. Armand's Fabian Calvalax, right? Is Arbias is gonna get sacrificed, but this game is much closer than one would think. Here, let's just count how many times I get Wand of Submission, right? Here he procs my polymorph, which gets wanded. I turn myself into a sheep. So one time, right? I sheep the Gizmac. Yep. Do a shield. Does a what? A stun. Okay. Marius triple hit. Yep. Like it's looking pretty bad, but here lockout. If I strip that increased accuracy, I would have been able to get an extra turn, and that would be huge. But I didn't. So, and on both of them, like I don't think these two champions will have a lot of resistance, right? I think I'm pretty unlucky there. Yeah, Mary is gonna kill both. Everybody comes back. Now I can go. And I can do the petrification. I want it on Odin so that Odin doesn't give everybody the block damage. And if the fear goes on these other two champions, like even if the Gizmac transforms successfully, my Fabian will counterattack and petrify him too, right? So I go for the Odin want it again. I go for the Terminator Steel and stun. Want it again. Right. Um, yeah. Look, I even landed the poison on them. Like this, I think this match should have been a win here, but there was just so many wand rocks, so many. It's a little ridiculous. Let's just speed that up because the Gizmac's gonna go. He's not feared anymore, and yeah, one shot, right? So I think could have won that match if I just maybe get wand of submission one time less than what I did. Right? Here I ban his fastest champion. Uh, no, I don't. I have to ban a Commodus because I don't have any counters to bombs. What am I saying? Yeah, I don't ban his fastest champion. So Shujen is in play and very dangerous, right? What is this? How in what world is my Fabian, who has a 19% speed aura, faster than a Shujin? Like unheard of. I think just go next, right? Like what is this? They even don't have like stone skin, so it's not like a Feral Shujin or stone skin Shujin. This is just a speed Shujin that lost the speed race to Fabian. So we get wanted. Yeah, we turn ourselves into stone. It's okay. Normally, you never do this move on Crexia, right? Especially against the Marius. Two reasons you don't do this move. One, because you want to open with a lockout. And two, because Marius, when you decrease his turn meter, he's going to counterattack. But because I also have Fabian, that's essentially two lockouts. I don't need to lock them out again. And also, Marius is petrified, right? So that gives me an opportunity to do this move. Block buffs, debuff, and decrease resistance. Very, very good. Here, I just do my Maria things. I don't try to fish for more extra turns because I see an opportunity to take out both. I take the opportunity to take out both threats, right? Because Marishka is like a conditional heal, she has to die first to heal. I can take my time. I control the match, right? Take out the both threats, and then now I can do my thing with Embrys, transform, and do block revive, right? Just take my time. And I don't even need to lock out. I just A1 with Crexia. Save that skill. Here, go for the extra turn. And again, right, splash. Done. So went pretty well. I think lost 2, won 8. Um, doing pretty good there. Yeah, I was gonna show like the in-game ratings. Don't trust it too much, guys. What is this? Like, we're way too harsh on Maria here. Maria is very solid, I would say, especially against some of the meta nukers. That is Seigfrund, nice, and like, yeah, I don't think Maria is as bad as that rating suggests. So um, there's that. And then over here, we get this match. Um, you remember at the beginning, I just got a 6-star Maria Soul on the main, so we had to test it out, right? I don't like to run triple nuclear compositions, but Maria is new, and I just got a Soul, so I'm gonna pick it as much as possible today, just to test things out. Um, Here he's also running triple nukers, and the Maria. Good. Not a lot of players recognize that Maria hard counters Seigfrund and Nice. Bans the Maria, but um, this is why I need two counters to them, right? Marius also counters Seigfrund and Nice. Um, yeah, so I need to have two. I need them. Here we, killed the fastest champion, and then the Nice got an instant turn. I think that's one of the relics, one of the newer relics. Um, so you know, I don't think that's the best relic on Ice. I don't even think that's the top 5 relic on Ice. He doesn't want to get one shot by my Maria, so he transforms preemptively and does the block damage, right? Here the Seigfrund gonna do the big smack because everybody else is in stone skin. Try to kill the Sifi, not enough. Right. Off. Here try to steal his stuff. Don't get it. It's okay. Lightning Cage protected that block damage, but it won't protect against the Marius triple hit, right? That's decreased buff duration. Decreased buff duration bypasses Lightning Cage. Gotta remember that. And notice I just do the A2. We save the A3. In this kind of matchup, save the A3 on Marius, right? We do the triple hit. And also Stormcaller doing work, right? Irresistible. Like, it's nice would have resisted the things, but because Stormcaller, irresistible. And here, don't attack, don't ally attack, nothing, right? He still has protected block damage. Just use the protection skill. Here we have to attack. Here. Now, normally, Marius doesn't have enough accuracy, right? Here's why we save the A3, because A3 puts increased accuracy on our Marius, and that should push us over the limit of what Nice is able to resist. And if we stun the Nice here, he's not going to counterattack. There. This is why we do it. Even if the Nice has won a submission, which most Nice do, but this Nice clearly didn't. He took an extra turn there. So he got stunned, right? Nice needs things like won a submission to protect against crowd control. That's basically Nice only weakness, crowd control, right? And then we do the A1, we save the other skill, buff up. Here, because the seal buff, it locks my gear set, right? So I don't have ignore defense, the lethal on Ilio anymore. Normally this would do a lot of damage, but look at this. 50k, 50k on Nice, and 50k did what? 25%? So this Nice is at like 200, 250k HP. It is a scary monster. But, Marius. Triple hit, counters Nice. He's gone. Okay, yeah, and Nice had usually run Chainbreaker as we see here. Wall submission and Chainbreaker on Nice, and to protect against his biggest weakness, right? Over here, I do see the 6-star Temporal Chain on Armans, so that really limits my choices. I have to ban the Armans. I think I explained before, 6-star Temporal Chain, there's a bug. There's also a Commodus. Now, if he bans the Necrit, we're screwed, right? We can't deal with a Commodus. So I have to ban the 6-star Temporal Chain, And I have to ban a Commodus. I think we're losing the draft hard here. I'm thinking, and yeah, I have to ban the Commodus because you have to expect your opponent to be smart enough to recognize that if they ban the Necrit and their Commodus gets through, he can one-shot me, right? Um, and my lockout does nothing against Commodus. So I have to ban a Commodus, and now I'm in a really bad spot. So we go into this match, right? And just hoping that my Fabian maybe is faster than his Armans. Stone Skin build Armans. This is why I don't like the Stone Skin build. In a speed versus speed matchup, you're giving up so much speed. And my Fabian just a tiny bit faster. Just a tiny bit. We do the lockout. We don't lock out the nice. To recognize that, he does A1, increase skill cooldown, right? Here I don't have any buffs, so I have to go for A1. I think I want to knock the Embrys a little bit lower so that my Marius could kill him. The Nice, I think, has all the skills. Probably chooses AoE. I would have chosen the AoE. But he goes for a block. Like, I don't have any revivers. Why, like, block revive? Why not AoE kill the Fabian as well, right? I'm not a fan of that move. Yeah, like even any normal hit kill is a block revive, so no reason to do that. Embrys transforms. This is why I hit the Embrys first. I want to soften him up so that he's at a lower HP. If he does do this, the transform, look at this. And I think we already covered. I tested the double sharpened riposte gemstone on Marius, so just to get the counterattack to do more damage, right? This is why. We do so much damage, it takes the Embrys down to a sliver, and the Reaper kills him, right? And then he comes back, gets True Feared by Fabian passive. Here, looking at him, I go for the Embrys. He has Wand, so I get Petrified instead. It's okay, because we also petrify the Armans, really good. Here I have to just straight up go for the A2. Even though I want to do the A3 first and get more damage, the Embrys is alive and he's going to reflect damage. If I do the A3, I will lose my Stone Skin. So you have to do the A2 here. The only choice. So I do the A2 and we kill the Nice, right? And Korra is not locked out. She has one choice on which one of the three to revive. What is the optimal choice here? I think she revives the Nice. Yeah, the Nice. Here I'm on my second turn. I still don't get an extra turn, so very unlucky here. Hit 30% twice, right? And Nice is gonna do a big nuke and kill everybody. So yeah, if I got an extra turn there, if I didn't get the 30%, I got the 70%, I won the match, right? So yeah, the wands doesn't matter. Like if I get petrified, you guys petrified, it wouldn't have changed the outcome of the fight. Over there, the Maria just didn't hit extra turn twice in a row, so really unlucky. We lose that match. You can't win everything, right? Over here again, I'm doing the triple nuker because I'm testing Maria today, my new Maria, and so we just do it, right? They're faster than us. They lock us out. It's looking bad. I try to use Terminator. Doesn't work. Here they even strip our Stone Skin. Really bad, right? Block revive the Marius. So yeah, super bad now. Goes for the try to lock us out. What would I have done? Would I have transformed to the second form and do the Stone Skin thing? I might have done that, but the lockout thing is a chance, right? So at A1, get the 70%. Yeah, don't get another turn. Out of these, go for the kill. I think Embrys just kills us with necrosis, doesn't he? Look at that damage on Maria. Maria passive is fantastic. Okay, so this is the third turn. But we're just getting wrecked by necrosis at this point. Over here, I can't target the nice. And if I target the Embrys, the reflect damage is going to kill me. However, there's a little neat interaction here between Maria and champions that can revive, right? In like a 1v1 situation between Maria and Nice, when Nice kills Maria, and Nice will revive one of his allies, Maria actually will come back because of her passive. In the Maria versus Embrys matchup, where Maria does so much damage, kills the Embrys, reflect damage is going to kill the Maria, and Embrys is going to put a revive on death on himself, and then he comes back to life. Maria is also going to come back to life. So we're going to see that here. I'm going to target the Embrys, and this is the interaction. I kill the Embrys, reflect damage kills Maria, but Embrys puts revive on death on himself. He comes back, and then Maria comes back. But crucially, he's got Wanda submission on his Nice, and I get True Feared myself. So unlucky. What can you do? So I try to go for extra turns. I don't get it, right? And I lose. So yeah, but that is a cool little interaction with Maria versus these champions that can revive. Good to keep in mind. And which is another reason why Maria is excellent into Embrys, excellent into Nice, right? When they revive, Maria will also revive, and she'll put True Fear on everybody, and she'll have more turn meter than them. So there is just Wanda submission, right? Like, I feel like every match, Wanda submission is a big factor. I don't think I've discussed this before. I don't think that champion that supposedly counters lockout is very good against lockout. Very inconsistent, 50-50. So here I go for the lockout. I get lockout on everybody. On Karnage, which is really the only target I care about. Don't care about locking out Embrys. And I get frozen, but it's okay. Like, I lock out the Karnage. That's all I needed. He does a steal and steals my stone skin. Really bad. Here, he's gonna do a triple move on Marius. No, he has nothing. What am I saying? The Karnage is locked out. Just A1. Why are we transforming? You're just getting your Embrys lower by doing this, because I'm going to counterattack and the Embrys haven't transformed. Like, Embrys has enough HP. If he transforms himself, he'll be low, but he won't be dead. And then he can swap HP with Marius A1 and block revive, right? Or AoE. Like, in this case, I don't have reviver. But by doing this, like, Karnage does nothing. Like, he doesn't do damage, and you're just screwing your Embrys here. Like, look at how low Embrys is now. Like, and yeah, Karnage did transform, and he did the AoE. Like, what damage? Like, did I take damage? I don't think I took damage. So, poor move here. Yeah, doesn't even get the transform. And so we get to the next match. This one, I'm looking at it, I'm going +4 nice. I gotta ban that, right? That sounds so scary. What if that's like a 500k HP nice on the second form? Like, how do you kill that? And then my opponent, who takes a long time, picks like 2 counters, right? He's expecting me to pick Ailil. He picks Donnie. So Ailil would have been useless here. And he picks Nell, which is a huge counter to my team, right? Because I put so much buffs. Makes like Sifi basically locks herself out. So here I can't pick Ailil anymore. You gotta be more flexible than that. Instead of just giving up, at least try. I pick the chicken. And what else do I do? I look at his team and going, if I want to have a chance at winning, I have to ban the Galathier, I think, or the Nell. Both are good choices, but I think I ended up banning the Galathier because Galathier would just offer too much protection, too much control, too much turn, like everything, right? That I might never be able to kill his team. So I bend it now. And then as I get into this match, I think I realized one thing, which is I was moving gears around. The protection goes on my Fabian instead of the chicken. Why is that bad? Like, I need the protection on the chicken. The chicken ended up having, I think, 200 more HP than the Fabian. It was so sad. And you'll see why later. But yeah, so Fabian goes first. I lock out. Your Sifi is basically, permanently locked out. You can't use A2. So you have to just A1. If I do here, I just super boost the Nell. I put a whole bunch of poison on myself, and I'm just trolling, right? So I just A1. But, Donnie goes next, and he has the, I think is high resistance, right? So he has enough resistance to resist the lockout and do a cleanse. Like, if you want to be even more annoying with Donnie versus Fabian matchup, put a chronophage on Donnie and build high resistance. So not only can he reset everybody's skills, he can cleanse. It will just hard counter Fabian, right? Donnie. But in this match, I don't have the choice. Like, there's too many counters. I want to ban the +4 Knights. I want to ban Donnie. I want to ban Enel. And I ended up banning the Galathier. Like, everything is a threat. This is a very, very scary team. The Nell goes, and I'm just hoping he doesn't strip my stone skin, right? 50-50. And I have, oh, sorry. What am I saying? He's locked, now it's locked out. I have a lightning cage as well. Here is so good. The Nell got sheeped. The Nell got sheeped, so right now the poisons don't do damage. This is my chance. This is my chance to win. I do that on the horse, and I self-buff. I can finally buff, right? I put increased defense on myself. Feels great. I transform. Might have been a little bit overeager because everything is a hard-hitting AoE, and I want the Nell to be like in the sheep form as much as possible. I think this was a mistake to AoE because I do kill the Donnie, and I do kill the Marius, but I bring the Nell back. And why is that important? Well, we'll see. I still have the go through block damage skill on the chicken. So far still good. But Nell comes back, my CV can't do the A2 anymore. So I have to A1 here. Nobody's turn meter is above 50 at that point, so I couldn't sleep the Nell. And here is the reason why. If the protection was on the chicken, I ally attack the Nell here, I won the game. Right. Let's assume the Knight puts the protective block damage on himself. Chicken go through that is a kill, right? The protection is on Fabian. I ally attack the Nell. It doesn't do enough damage. And I ally A1 again. I don't get a critical hit. And then now I'm just getting cooked by poisons, right? He even gets the 50-50 with the thing. And here I'm just hoping my chicken can survive, but I don't think so, right? Two stacks of poison, yeah, did 60k damage. And now all you have to do is just kill the Sifi, yeah, in this match. So if the protection, I think, yeah, I checked, it was 200 HP difference. Swap some gears around, the chicken ended up having higher HP than Fabian. He shouldn't have lost the match, right? So that's that. But like that team, there's so many pieces I want to ban. So many things. Do we remember this player? Look at his points. He's been winning. But we matched him for the third time. This time with a different account. Let's see what he's bringing out here. Okay. So against this type of team, we know that is a triple nuker. I banned the Fabian counter. And he bans the Ilil, right? He's got 3 nukers that are both second form mythicals, so lockout doesn't do a whole lot versus him. But I have Seify. Seify does a lot versus him. So block debuffs, and then I start smacking, right? Stormcaller. Stormcaller, Stormcaller, Stormcaller Marius. So good. Irresistible. And also, if they do have one submission, they reflect it back. I got block debuffs, right? So, yeah, at this point, only person not stunned is the Commodus, who has to use bombs to damage me. My whole team is under block debuffs. He's looking at it, he's going, what do I do? Leaves. Yeah. Sorry. This player is not having a good time matching versus me. But it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Over here, a lot of mythicals again, and Marichka. I banned the Crexia, the Fabian counter. Oh yeah, I'm doing triple nukers again. I'm just non-stop testing the new Maria, right? Word of the Fallen. Does this player recognize that Maria is a nice counter and ban it? Or no? Thinking he bans the... Wasn't expecting that. I get all 3 of my nukers. Excellent. It's a 3 nuker versus 3 nuker matchup, and we like those odds. Here my Ilio goes first. Out of these 3, I'm most scared of the Karnage because he puts block active, block passive on me. Very scary, right? He's got that special relic which puts block damage on himself whenever an ally dies. There's a percentage chance. That's on Embrys. I don't think that's the best relic for Embrys, by the way. I think Wand is still better. So nice preemptively transforms. He doesn't want to get one shot so that he can put the protected block damage on himself. Fine. Marichka heals everybody to full. I have 3 buffs, so I can go for this. My Necrit is built that it gives 2 buffs to Maria with the Bolster and the Volcardic Heart. And then Maria herself has the Word of the Fallen, right? So that's 3. The protection always go to Ilio. You have to make sure that is the case. So 3 buffs. I go for the strip first. I don't strip the Marichka, it's fine. I strip the Embrys still. So go for another hit. Get the extra turn. I one shot the nice, right? And then usually when the Maria does her A2, that's the end of her round, right? There's no more. But Maria on this account, I'm testing different stuff. On the other account is Lethal and Stone Skin. On this count, I'm testing 9-piece Merciless Maria. So Maria has additional 15% probability of giving her extra 10s. Plus, I moved the mythical gemstone, I think it's called Constant Onslaught, from Marius to Maria. So it gives additional 8% chance on kill to grant extra turn. I think it's either Merciless or that 8% gemstone that gave her extra turn here. So that's why Maria is taking another turn. So here I'm just looking at them. I'm going, let's just kill. Yeah, I just kill, right? So now it's just Marichka left by herself. I just need to make sure she dies when my turn meter are in a good position, right? So, and she will bring everybody back, but I've got 3 nukers. I'm sure one of them will be in a good turn meter position. Here, I don't kill, I protect. And here, the yeah, Maria was in a good position to take her next turn. We did the A1, we didn't get extra turn. No, we did the A3, we didn't get extra turn. So this is a... Is this a second turn or third? Like, sometimes it's so hard. I wish there was an indicator. But I think this is a third turn. Yeah, did 287k to the nice. It was a third turn. And because Embrys haven't transformed here, if he transforms, it's going to trigger my Marius counterattack, but he has no choice. He has to transform. Counterattack kills him, and then kills him again, right? So yeah, against this team, very, very scary, but, you know, Maria earning the spot on the team, right? We're just non-stop testing Maria today, running triple nukers and just fighting Knights and Seigfrund non-stop, right? Again, Seigfrund on this match, we pick Maria, right? Opponent looks very fast, and Sophirion very scary, especially with 6-star Incinerate blessing, and he's got a Hegemon with the Crackling Roots, 6-star, right? So here I'm thinking that the player might think that I have to ban the Hegemon, and he might leave the Necrit for me. At least that's what I was hoping. So yeah, the obvious choice to ban the Hegemon because, you know, hard counters my team. But I don't know. I was thinking maybe like too many steps. Like if the player is expecting me to ban Hegemon, he might ban a different champion, and then so I ended up not banning the Hegemon, and I banned Sophirion instead. It was a wrong move, right? Like this is a poor draft decision. Um, Already I know like going into this match is gonna be really, really bad. It's just overthinking it, right? Sometimes the obvious choice is the correct choice. So should have gone with the instinct and banned the Hegemon. Because now, yep, I left this in here just to show, you know, sometimes matches won by pick or ban, right? It's that simple. It's just that simple. You ban the wrong choice, you lose. The Predator champion like hasn't really impressed me. Very, very inconsistent. If he dodges, he's a pretty good champion. But if he doesn't dodge, champion sucks. And all these like other content creators trying to push like, you know, buy the Predator. No, guys, you don't have to buy the Predator. It's like you're going into a match with like a 50% crit rate build. Like just thinking about that, how inconsistent that is. Like that's not something you want to bring to live arena, and you're just playing RNG. It's not a good strategy. I do not recommend this Predator champion. Um, if he dodges, yeah, he's really good. But like here, he didn't dodge. Like just garbage, right? And oh, ally attack versus Mercurial interaction, especially multi-hit. You just get rid of the Mercurial, and then your actual nuker will hit through it, right? So Necrit is great to get rid of Mercurial. You can get rid of 3 stacks with Necrit. A1 is a triple hit. Maria, excellent versus Mercurial. A1 is a triple hit, gets rid of all the stacks. Marius, excellent versus Mercurial, right? So yeah, now the Predator's got nothing very unimpressive, right? Sometimes, yeah, the Predator just does nothing. I think this video, like this clip, is supposed to be at the beginning. Is the shard pull for the other account. I'm just calculating here, like how many should I pull? I think minimum 15 I want to, and that will give me enough points, right? Expected value. Over there, I did the spreadsheet like rare, epic, Lego. What is the chance? How many points you get? What's the expected amount? And what's the total amount of points you get, right? So I go into here and I look to pull. I think this one is also due for a mythical. Like I don't have a lot of mythicals. Free-to-play player, I only got just maybe 1 or 2 mythicals, and everything is free, right? So I'm really hoping I finally get a usable mythical here. The first temple, we're getting a lot of epics, which is excellent for the points. Actually, just off of this one pull alone, I got 1,500, which was my goal. But I knew I was very close to getting a mythical. Like I was tracking on this account too. It's been a long long time since I got a mythical last. And yeah, like then like if we keep waiting, like we do have a nice stash, but it's gonna be another maybe 3-4 months. I would expect the next time they do 2 times mythicals, and that's just very long. So I went ahead and I did some thinking, and I think I pulled more. We can move this. Yeah, we come back here and we pulled more because I knew I was really close to getting Gizmac. Now, this is a champion I'm actually excited about, and I'll show you the reason, right? Um, there's one time, I'll always remember that match. Um, I immediately goes to the thing and check. I have a 6-star soul for Gizmac, guys. This is huge for this account. The things I could do. Gizmac with 6-star incinerate. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I'll always remember that one match like a while ago. I had speed lead, 30%. My enemy had no speed lead. My fastest champion was 430, and this Gizmac went before me. I was like, how does a Gizmac go before? No, it wasn't 410. 410 speed. I had a fast champion 410 speed at the time, and I had a speed lead, and the enemy team had no speed lead, and the Gizmac went before my 410 speed champion. I was like, how in the world? So Gizmac puts these irresistible burns at the start, and there is a relic that gives per meter on placing debuffs. So it's super good synergy with the Gizmac. And if you can build the Gizmac fast, um, at the time I was running just like a speed team squishy. That Gizmac was super fast built, still had some damage, and he had that relic with the gemstone, the little diamond shaped ones that gives the turn meter. And he went before my team and one shot me. And I was always thinking, oh my gosh, if I could ever get a Gizmac and maybe do something cool like that, how awesome would it be? So yeah, we did get a Gizmac, and we have a 5-star, no, 6-star soul waiting for him. So, but it will take a while before I get to building him because, free to play player, gotta wait till like CVC maybe, and got a lot of things. But yeah, I will try to do something with the Alas and the Gizmac. Very excited about the Gizmac, especially since I have a 6-star soul, and we'll see like what kind of things we can cook up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, stay tuned. Sunday there's gonna be a video dropping for the collaboration, and I'll see you next time. Okay, cheers.